this is going to be the last Christmas segment. And you know what? We're just talking about how Christmas movies are like cringy, and here we are doing like basically a Christmas episode.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah. I want to talk about like what are some of the best Christmas gifts that you received as a kid? You know, some of those that just stand out like, I remember that Christmas, because I have two in mind for me.
Okay.
But you go first.
Well, how's about this? You do one of yours first, because I only have one.
Okay. The best Christmas gift I ever received was the year I got my Nintendo Entertainment System. But it was bittersweet, and I'll tell you why. Because I used to get $4 a week allowance from my parents, and I put a Nintendo Entertainment System on layaway and was paying on it $4 a week, and it was like over $100. So think about how long it would have taken. And I paid on it for almost a year. And then for Christmas, my parents just paid the rest of it and gave it to me. And so it was kind of bittersweet because, sure, it was a gift, but I had paid for the majority of it.
Right.
But, you know, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So I probably wouldn't have been able to have gotten that if I hadn't have made that. But, man, I remember that Christmas Day, hooking it up, playing Super Mario Brothers, playing Duck Hunt. I remember we took the Nintendo to my aunt's house because a lot of times we would go to my aunt's house on Christmas and open gifts over there. And I remember like my dad and my uncle who had flown in from California playing Super Mario Brothers. And it was like just all, you know, it was just one of those things that was just, you know, I just remember that day so vividly of the day I finally had my own Nintendo. And my uncle that year got me Ghostbusters 2, the Nintendo game, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible game.
I like it, though. I like it. Mine is actually also video game related. So it was 1997. And I know that I've told you about the year that I got my PlayStation. Original gray box PlayStation, 1997. And so the PlayStation had been out for a while. But again, like, we also didn't have a whole lot of money. So the only system I had was an original gray box Nintendo that had been loaned to me by one of my dad's friends from high school.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing that, you know, from 1993 until
So you went from NES to PlayStation? You
Yeah.
skipped a whole generation, dude.
I did.
Oh, wow.
I got to
That
play.
must have blown your damn mind.
It really did. I got to play on some other people's Super Nintendos and Sega Genesis, but I never had one.
Right. And so it's different when you have your own.
Right.
It's just different.
So, you know, Christmas is coming up. There is this big present for me under the tree. And I keep trying to sneak.
Were you like hinting and asking for it?
Yeah, no, I had been asking for it for like a year.
You're like, I want a PlayStation. Come on.
You play, PlayStation. But you know, there's this big box. It's for me. I'm sneaking over under the tree. I'm like lifting it up. I'm like, oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. Trying to peek under the.
Oh, dude.
I'm like,
I never did that shit.
I just want this to be the thing.
Yeah.
So we would congregate at my grandfather's house. For Christmas most years. And, you know, I got it. I unwrapped it. Oh my God, it's a PlayStation. Yeah. It was a PlayStation. And, you know, it blew my mind. And I got Final Fantasy VII.
Nice. Nice.
I did not ask for that. Like, I had asked for a couple of games if I were to get a PlayStation.
Like, if I get a PlayStation, because there's no pack-in game. These are the ones I would like. If you were to get me any games for it.
Exactly.
And see, that would suck if you got a PlayStation and didn't get any games for it.
That would be kind of lame. But, like, I got a couple of games. Like, I only remember, like, one of the other ones that I got. But Final Fantasy VII, the case was busted open. So, like, she must have got it for cheap. But, but yeah. No, the case was busted open.
4 discs, man.
It was 3.
Was it 3?
7 was
4.
3. 7 was 3. 8 was 4, 9 was 4.
Okay.
But 7 was 3.
I'm just wrong all over this podcast. Shoot my wrong all over.
But yeah, so Final Fantasy VII was one of the very first games that I ever played on my PlayStation. I got them both.
Oh, dude.
Christmas
and it
97.
must have blown your mind because some of the cinematics and cutscenes in that game are still, to this day, beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're not like technically awesome compared to what we have now, but they're
like
beautiful.
the Shinra Tower escape scene when you're reaching the end of Midgar at the very beginning, like that blew my friggin' mind.
Yeah, and there's some scenes in that game in particular that they kind of blend. Like you go to the gameplay, and then you're walking around doing something, and then you engage in a conversation with someone, and then it almost seamlessly goes to a cutscene. And one I remember in particular is Barrett looking out a window towards the end of the game at Meteor, where he's like talking to another character, and then he looks out the window, and then all of a sudden the cinematic just starts, and I'm like, and I was playing it not even too long ago and thinking like, man, this was like gotta be like really cutting edge at the time, because we didn't have games like this before it. So what were some of the other games you got with it?
There's really only one that I remember getting. It was a game called Wild 9, and it was a platformer, 2D platformer, side scroller. Right. And you had this thing called the rig. It was your weapon and your like grappling hook and everything all in one. Like I don't remember much about it because it wasn't a very good game.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say like more so than the Nintendo, the best gift that I had gotten for Christmas was from my uncle the following year when he got me Super Mario Brothers 3. And this was right after it had just came out. Now, I love Mario, and Super Mario 3 is one of the best video games of all time, in my opinion.
In your opinion.
And in a lot of people's opinion. It's definitely one of the best Mario games. Period. I don't care who you are. And if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below.
Yeah. But make sure you tell him exactly why he's wrong.
Exactly why I'm wrong. But it was just, this was like the first time I had gotten a game like right around the time it came out.
Right.
Normally I would just be like renting old games or like buying old games off the clearance rack and all that kind of stuff. So I had like a bunch of shitty games just for the games I owned. But Super Mario Brothers 3 was like my like prize. Like that was the one game out of all of them that I'm like, yeah, I've got this. And it was fantastic. And I remember the first time I beat it, I had 104 temperature. I was at home, school, sick, and then later that night I had to go to the emergency room because my fever was so high, and I ended up being diagnosed with strep throat and was out of school for 2 weeks after that. But that was the first day of that sickness was the first day I beat Super Mario Brothers 3. And I was a child.
Yeah.
But I guess that's going to be it for the podcast today.
Well, shoot, it's kind of going to be the
we've had like 3 like straight up damn near hour and a half episodes in a row.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are wrapping things up for this year because, sorry to tell y'all, folks, we're gonna be off.
Yeah, we're taking a week off for the holidays. I'm gonna be out of town. Chris, I'm sure, is doing whatever it is he's doing. And I've got to go visit family that I haven't seen in forever. So
yeah.
It just makes sense. But we'll be back fresh at the start of the year. I think we're going to go see... I know at least I'm going to see Assassin's Creed. I want to see that Chris... What's that Chris Pratt movie again? Passengers. Yeah, we're going to see Passengers.
Like, I kind of want to see both of those movies.
So look forward to that. And Better Call Saul, I believe, starts in February. Dude. So I think we'll be doing...
we're definitely going to be doing last week on...
Oh, shit. You know what I need to do? I need to watch... like the last... I mean, is there a Doctor Who Christmas special this year?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to watch the last few episodes of the Peter Capaldi season because I haven't yet.
Yeah.
And I need to watch last year's Doctor Who Christmas special because I haven't yet. And I need to watch this year's Doctor Who Christmas special.
Yeah.
So I think we'll talk about all that.
I was about to say, I think all of that is on Amazon, and I have Amazon. So you can come over and watch that shit.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, you guys have a safe and happy holidays and happy New Year and... all that stuff.
Yeah, and we will talk to folks again in 2017, which will
next
hopefully
year.
Be less shitty than 2016.
We'll see.
Like, subscribe, comment, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Have a wonderful holiday season.
All right, bye.